For this next section, we're going to focus on URL tags, and this one is a little bit shorter, a little bit easier to bite off, which I'm sure will be a welcome relief after meta tags and descriptions, which I know is a little bit harder to chew. So we're going to talk about URL tags. If you don't know, URL tags are what's right up here where it says mariagracephoto.com, that's the domain name, and then slash, and this is a URL tag, it's home. So for your basic web pages, you're not going to have anything fancy, just home will do, or, for this page, it's Meet Maria. We're going to head over to the blog, though, after we head over to products, and I'm going to show you what unique URL tags can do. So if I head over to this SEO training section, and this was a page on my website, you're going to look and see that I have a little more description than this URL tag. The description is SEO training for small business owners. Now, URL tags are arguably one of the more important elements of your site. I would say along with the site title, this is one of the things you need to pay attention to most. The reason for this is because Google or any search engine looks at site titles and URL tags and weights them heavier than a lot of other content. So when other people are searching online to find relevant content to them, Google is going to pick up these URL tags along with the site titles first and foremost. So it's definitely not something you want to neglect. So with that being said, this is an example of a URL tag with a little bit more specificity. If you are selling a product, if you are selling coaching, then you can put that right in the URL tag and search engines will pick that up. Now for those of you small business owners and entrepreneurs who blog, this is probably the most key part of your blog. So I'm going to head over to what I call a journal, what up here is called the blog, and I'm just going to click on this first post and show you the URL tag. Now you can see the URL tag is the wedding timeline bridal party portraits. That directly relates to the blog title and to the content. We don't want to put anything in the URL tag that is not relevant to the content on that page because any search engine will be able to pick it up quickly. If you're just trying to put keywords in here to get found, it's not going to work if it doesn't match your content. So we always want to keep it relevant to the page and to your overall website and strategy. So for this one, you can see it's exactly the same. I added a tag on the blog title just to help me out with organization, but that's not something I'm going to put in the URL tag because it's not relevant and it won't really help me in search results. Now, one of the important things to remember under URL tags is that Google sees about the first 77 characters of a URL tag. So again, you don't want one that's all the way out to here that's a sentence long. You want to keep it short, concise, and simple, and have it be something that matches the crucial elements of that page. This particular URL tag, to give you an example, is 75 characters long. You can go to a site like lettercount.com or a similar site to count how many characters are in your URL, but you want to keep it at about 77 or fewer with rare exceptions. Now it can be longer, of course, but it's going to start to get cut off at the end, so you want to keep all the crucial relevant content right there in the first 77 characters. Now if I wanted to add something else to the URL tag or even shorten it, I could potentially take off the word "the," that's not necessarily crucial, or I could even take off portraits if I really wanted to add something else, if I really needed to shorten it. In my case, the URL tag works, the length is right, and it matches the content. So those are the three things you want to look at, whether you're selling a product, coaching, whether you are a standalone business. You want to look at that, make sure it's matching the page, and make sure it's short enough that Google will read it.